7 Little Johnstons, Liz slammed for bossy and rude behavior with Bryce, fans think he deserves better. The relationship between Elizabeth Liz Johnston and her longtime boyfriend Bryce Bolden has always been one of the most discussed storylines on 7 Little Johnstons. Over the years, viewers have watched the young couple's romance unfold, from their early days of sweet affection to the more complicated stage of moving in together, dealing with family opinions, and handling the pressures of growing up under reality TV cameras. But in recent months, Liz has faced a wave of criticism from fans who believe her attitude toward Bryce has become overly controlling, bossy, and even disrespectful. Many fans now argue that Bryce deserves better treatment and that Liz's behavior has revealed a troubling side of her personality. At first, Liz and Bryce seemed like a perfect match. When Bryce entered Liz's life, he was seen as kind, patient, and understanding of her unique family dynamic. Fans loved his down-to-earth charm and how comfortable he appeared around the Johnston family, who are known for their big personalities. Unlike some of Liz's previous relationships, this one seemed stable and real. Liz herself often talked about how Bryce made her feel loved and accepted, and the couple appeared genuinely in love. But as their relationship evolved, viewers started noticing subtle changes in Liz's tone, her attitude, and her way of interacting with Bryce. The turning point for many fans came when the couple decided to move in together. While that might have seemed like an exciting next step, things didn't go as smoothly as they had hoped. In the episodes leading up to their cohabitation, Liz expressed frustration over Bryce's laid-back attitude and his slower approach to planning for the future. She wanted structure, commitment, and clarity, while Bryce was taking things one step at a time. What began as light-hearted disagreements gradually turned into full-blown arguments that aired on television for the world to see. In those moments, Liz often came across as sharp-tongued and impatient. Instead of calmly expressing her feelings, she frequently snapped at Bryce, interrupted him, or dismissed his opinions. Fans described her tone as condescending and controlling, with many comparing her to her mother, Amber Johnston, who has long been known for her assertive, no-nonsense parenting style. Social media lit up after these episodes aired, with viewers calling Liz out for being bossy and rude toward a partner who was simply trying to communicate. One popular comment summed up the general sentiment: Bryce deserves someone who talks to him, not at him. Another layer to this criticism comes from the way Liz sometimes appears to handle her emotions. While she often positions herself as the mature and responsible one in the relationship, her behavior has at times seemed emotionally reactive. In several episodes, she appeared to shut down when things didn't go her way, leaving Bryce confused or uncomfortable. Fans noticed that instead of working through problems, Liz tended to make demands or issue ultimatums, putting pressure on Bryce to adapt to her expectations rather than compromising together. This dynamic, many believe, shows an imbalance in their relationship that could lead to long-term strain. It's not just viewers who see this. Even some members of the Johnston family have hinted at tension between Liz and Bryce. During family conversations, Liz's parents and siblings have commented on how quickly she jumps to conclusions or gets defensive when talking about Bryce. While her family clearly wants the best for her, they also seem cautious about her approach to conflict. Liz, who grew up in a household where communication was often direct and blunt, might see her own behavior as normal. However, for outsiders like Bryce, who seems more soft-spoken and laid-back, that communication style can come across as domineering. Online discussions have grown especially intense since Liz and Bryce's temporary split, which played out both on the show and on social media. When news broke that they were no longer together, fans speculated endlessly about what might have caused the breakup. Many believed that Liz's strong-willed personality had clashed with Bryce's easygoing nature. Others thought Bryce might have finally reached a breaking point after being talked down to one too many times. The reunion that followed didn't silence the critics either. Some viewers claimed that Liz's tone hadn't changed, and that she seemed to have learned little from their time apart. In fairness, there are also fans who defend Liz and argue that her behavior has been misunderstood. They point out that she has grown up on camera since childhood, and her strong personality might simply reflect her independence and determination. Being one of the older Johnston children, Liz has always been a natural leader in her family. She takes pride in her achievements, from earning her nursing degree to managing her own home and raising her daughter. Supporters say that this independence sometimes reads as bossy only because society often criticizes women for being assertive. In their view, Liz is simply standing up for what she wants in a relationship and refusing to settle for less. Still, even her defenders admit that Liz's communication style could use some work. Relationships, especially those under public scrutiny, require patience, empathy, and balance. When one partner feels constantly overruled or dismissed, resentment can quietly build. Viewers have noted moments when Bryce's body language seemed withdrawn or uncomfortable, particularly during arguments. He often appears to give in rather than fight back, which fans interpret as a sign that he's walking on eggshells around Liz. Some worry that if this dynamic continues, it could slowly erode their emotional connection. The conversation around Liz's attitude also raises broader questions about how reality TV shapes perceptions. Editing can dramatically influence how someone is portrayed, and Little Johnstons producers are known for emphasizing conflict to keep viewers engaged. Some fans wonder whether Liz's bossy image might be partly exaggerated for drama. However, others counter that regardless of editing, the way Liz speaks to Bryce seems consistently harsh, even in casual or behind-the-scenes footage. For many viewers, that consistency suggests the behavior isn't just a product of clever editing, it's a reflection of her real communication habits. Another factor complicating Liz and Bryce's story is their growing family. Since welcoming their daughter, their relationship has faced new pressures. Parenthood often tests a couple's patience and teamwork, and with the added stress of filming, sleepless nights, and the expectations of fans, emotions can easily spill over. Some fans sympathize with Liz, suggesting that her irritability might stem from exhaustion and the stress of juggling so many responsibilities at a young age. Yet, others say that becoming a parent should inspire more empathy, not less, and that Bryce, as a new father, deserves kindness and respect, not criticism and control. Social media reactions have been mixed but passionate. Reddit threads, Facebook groups, and fan pages have all debated the issue, with posts attracting hundreds of comments. One side insists that Liz's bossy behavior is toxic and emotionally manipulative, while another argues that viewers are too harsh and judgmental, failing to understand the pressures she faces. Still, even among her defenders, there's agreement that she tends to dominate conversations and struggles to listen when Bryce tries to explain his perspective. That imbalance is what many see as the root problem, not just her tone, but her unwillingness to genuinely hear her partner out. Bryce, for his part, has maintained a reputation for being patient and kind. Fans consistently describe him as gentle, humble, and supportive. Even when Liz has snapped at him, he's rarely raised his voice or retaliated. That calmness is what made viewers initially fall in love with the couple. But now, some worry that his quiet nature makes him vulnerable to being steamrolled. "He's too nice," one fan wrote. "He deserves someone who values that kindness instead of taking advantage of it." That sentiment has been echoed repeatedly, that Bryce's loyalty and warmth deserve appreciation, not criticism or control. As the show continues, fans are watching closely to see how Liz and Bryce's relationship evolves. Some hope that therapy or better communication could help them rebuild a healthier balance. Others doubt that long-term change is possible unless Liz becomes more self-aware and willing to accept feedback. The relationship's future might depend on whether Liz can separate her assertiveness from the need to always be right, and whether Bryce can find his voice and assert his own needs more confidently. There's also the question of family influence. The Johnstons are an outspoken bunch, and Amber and Trent's strong personalities often set the tone for their children. Some fans believe Liz's bossy tendencies mirror what she saw growing up, especially from her mother, who has often been accused of micromanaging and dominating family discussions. That environment might have normalized a certain level of control and emotional intensity, which Liz has carried into her adult relationships. While that doesn't excuse hurtful behavior, it does provide context. It shows how generational patterns of communication can shape how someone expresses love, frustration, or disappointment. Ultimately, Liz Johnston's situation reflects a familiar reality TV paradox. The same qualities that make someone interesting to watch, confidence, energy, bluntness, can also make them controversial. Her fans see her as a strong woman navigating love and motherhood under immense public pressure. Her critics see her as a controlling partner whose words and actions often cross the line into disrespect. Both views might be true to some degree, depending on perspective. What's undeniable is that her relationship with Bryce continues to captivate audiences and spark passionate debate about what healthy love really looks like. As new episodes of 7 Little Johnstons air, the public will likely see more of how Liz and Bryce handle their evolving roles as partners and parents. The hope among fans is that Liz takes some of the criticism to heart and learns to communicate with more patience and empathy. Growth is always possible, especially for someone as driven and self-reflective as Liz has shown herself to be in other areas of her life. For Bryce, the hope is that he continues to stand up for himself and make sure his own emotional needs are not lost in the noise of the cameras and public opinion. In the end, whether the couple stays together or chooses separate paths, their story serves as a reminder that love on reality TV is never simple. Behind the edits and the drama, there are real emotions, real struggles, and real lessons to be learned. Liz Johnston may be facing criticism now, but with the right mindset and effort, she has the chance to turn that criticism into growth, both as a partner and as a person. And for viewers who have followed her journey since childhood, that transformation might be the most compelling chapter yet. 7 Little Johnstons, Liz struggles to send baby Leighton to daycare. Life for 7 Little Johnstons star Elizabeth Liz Johnston has changed completely since welcoming her first child, baby Leighton Drew Baldridge. The 22-year-old TLC personality has always been known as the bubbly, confident daughter of Amber and Trent Johnston, but becoming a mother has revealed a softer, more emotional side of her. Fans who have followed Liz for years have watched her grow up on screen, from high school and college life to navigating adult relationships and now motherhood. Yet, her latest challenge has struck an emotional chord with both viewers and her family, sending her baby girl to daycare for the first time. Liz and her longtime boyfriend Bryce Baldridge have faced their share of ups and downs, but nothing has tested their emotions quite like this. After Leighton's birth, Liz was completely devoted to her baby. The new mom spent every waking hour nurturing, feeding, and bonding with her daughter. For months, she was inseparable from her child, and fans admired the gentle way she cared for her. But as the weeks turned into months, Liz began facing a common yet difficult reality for many young mothers, balancing the responsibilities of motherhood with personal and professional goals. Liz had been on maternity leave for a while and enjoyed being at home with Leighton. But she also knew she had to eventually return to work and resume her normal life. The idea of being away from her baby for several hours a day terrified her. She confided on social media that the thought of handing her daughter over to strangers, even trusted daycare professionals, made her heart ache. The TLC star expressed that no one could care for Leighton the way she could. For Liz, it wasn't just about leaving her baby at daycare, it was about surrendering control and learning to trust others with the most precious person in her life. According to her, every time she packed the diaper bag or folded tiny baby clothes, she was overcome with a mix of guilt and anxiety. She wanted to do what was best for her daughter, but her heart resisted the idea of separation. Liz admitted that she had been crying for days leading up to Leighton's first day at daycare. Fans related deeply, with many mothers commenting on how they too felt the same heartbreak when they had to drop off their babies for the first time. Amber Johnston, Liz's mother, offered emotional support but also reminded her daughter that daycare could have its benefits. Amber, who has always been practical and experienced from raising 5 children, told Liz that social interaction and structured care could help Leighton's development. She reassured her that letting go a little bit didn't mean she was failing as a mom, it meant she was giving her daughter new experiences to grow. Still, Amber could see how much the situation weighed on her daughter. For Trent, Liz's father, watching his daughter become a mother was already emotional. He saw in her the same nurturing instincts Amber had when their children were little. Seeing Liz struggle to take this next step reminded him of how protective she's always been. The entire Johnston family rallied around Liz during this emotional milestone, offering to help with babysitting whenever possible. Meanwhile, Bryce tried to stay calm and supportive, though he also felt nervous. As a first-time dad, he too worried about leaving his baby girl with people they didn't know personally. He reassured Liz that they were making the right decision and that they would choose a daycare that met all their standards. Together, they toured several facilities, asked endless questions, and checked for safety measures, cleanliness, and caregiver experience. Liz was thorough to the point of being obsessive, wanting to ensure that Leighton would be in the best hands possible. Even after selecting a daycare, Liz's emotions didn't calm down. The night before Leighton's first day, she couldn't sleep. She rocked her daughter longer than usual, whispering how much she loved her and how sorry she was for leaving her, even if only for a few hours. Bryce tried to reassure her, but Liz's maternal instincts made it hard to let go. The morning came, and as she dressed Leighton in a soft little onesie and packed her things, tears filled her eyes. She kept saying how she wasn't ready for this step. When they arrived at the daycare, Liz's hands were shaking. She clung to Leighton tightly, trying to soak up every moment before handing her to the caregiver. She tried to smile for her baby's sake, but the emotion in her voice betrayed her calm exterior. After saying goodbye, Liz stepped outside and broke down in tears. Bryce wrapped his arms around her, reminding her that this was only the beginning of a new chapter, one that would teach them both strength and trust. The first day apart felt unbearable. Liz spent most of her time checking her phone for updates from the daycare and watching the clock. She admitted she cried multiple times, missing her daughter's little sounds and warm cuddles. When she finally picked Leighton up that afternoon, she rushed inside the daycare, eager to see her baby's face. The instant Leighton's eyes met hers, Liz felt relief wash over her. The baby smiled and reached out her tiny arms, and that single moment erased all the fear she had carried. Liz later shared with her followers that while the day had been hard, she was proud of herself for facing it. She said it reminded her that motherhood was full of transitions, some joyful, some painful, but all part of growth. Fans praised her vulnerability and openness. Many mothers said her honesty helped them feel less alone in their own struggles. They thanked Liz for showing that even reality TV stars go through the same emotional challenges as everyone else. Over the next few weeks, Liz slowly adjusted. Each drop-off became a little easier. She noticed that Leighton was adapting well, smiling when she saw the caregivers and interacting with other babies. Liz realized that her daughter was safe and happy, and that daycare was helping her learn new things. Seeing this gave Liz confidence that she was doing something right. However, the emotional toll didn't disappear overnight. There were still mornings when Liz lingered a little too long at the door, hesitant to leave. She often took pictures of Leighton before daycare, capturing every milestone and small outfit change. Her social media became a diary of her motherhood journey, where she expressed her fears, joys, and hopes openly. The storyline has resonated strongly with 7 Little Johnstons fans, who have seen Liz evolve from a stubborn teenager to a caring mother. Viewers admire how she balances her independence with her emotional vulnerability. Many also appreciate how the show doesn't shy away from showing real parenting struggles, from postpartum anxiety to the challenge of trusting others with your baby. Behind the cameras, Liz is also learning about the working mom lifestyle. She has begun juggling her personal projects, filming commitments, and parenting duties. She often jokes about running on coffee and love. Still, she admits that every sacrifice is worth it when she sees her daughter smile. As Leighton grows, Liz hopes to be the kind of mom who teaches independence while giving unconditional love. She wants her daughter to feel safe exploring the world, just as her own parents encouraged her to do. Yet she also admits that motherhood has made her see Amber and Trent in a new light. The moments she once thought were overprotective now make perfect sense. Fans are eager to see more of Liz's motherhood journey on 7 Little Johnstons. The show has hinted at exploring how she and Bryce manage parenting decisions, future childcare plans, and balancing family time. There's also curiosity about how their relationship will evolve as they navigate this new phase together. For now, Liz is taking things one day at a time. She's learning that being a mother isn't about doing everything perfectly, it's about showing up, loving deeply, and allowing yourself to grow through the challenges. Sending Leighton to daycare was one of the hardest steps she's taken, but also one of the most transformative. Liz often reflects on that first tearful morning, realizing it marked the moment she began to trust both her daughter and herself more deeply. She no longer sees daycare as a symbol of separation, but as a sign of progress, for both of them. Her journey is a reminder that motherhood is a constant balancing act between holding on and letting go, and Liz is learning to do both with grace. The 7 Little Johnstons community continues to cheer her on, flooding her posts with love and encouragement. Fans remind her that it's okay to cry, to doubt, and to celebrate small victories. Liz's story, filled with raw emotion and heartfelt honesty, captures the universal struggle of mothers everywhere, the bittersweet beauty of watching your baby take their first small steps toward independence.